Hey there, and welcome to How to Surf 101. So I'm making this series as a kind of lesson by lesson video on how to surf, how to get into surf, how to surf for beginners, intermediate people, experts, everything. How to do stuff at the top level, the bottom level, you name it. If you have any questions about anything, please ask in the comments below, and I will absolutely make it in the next video and or just make an entire lesson about it, alright? So for our first lesson today, I'm going to be getting into how to join a surf server, how to choose a surf server based off a bunch of different factors. I'm going to talk about tick rate, and I'm going to tell you how to set up your binds to get everything ready to go for you to get ready to surf. I'm not covering how to actually do the movement of surfing in this video. This is literally just how to join a server and get you completely prepared and ready to join a server. So let's get into the first thing. The first thing you're going to want to do is start up CSGO. Once at the main menu, go to the very top left hand corner, there's a little play button. Press that, go to the drop down menu for official matchmaking, and at the very bottom is community server browser. Whenever you click this, there's going to be a giant gray server list of a bunch of servers. Go to the very bottom left hand corner, hit change filters. You're going to want to type in surf for the map. This will bring up all servers that are under a surf map. So these are all surf servers. Then in the bottom right hand corner, there's going to be a button that says refresh all or quick refresh. I recommend doing refresh all, as it'll refresh every single server on the entire page and get you a list of all the servers available. Now that we have all the servers brought up, we're going to join a server based off the map tier and the tick rate. The map tier being 1 through 8, 1 being the easiest, 8 being the absolute hardest, crazy, shit balls, nutso, maniac crap that you've ever seen. So that determines how hard the actual map is. Then tick rate determines how easy each of those maps plays with how difficult the map is. So tick rate, 64 being the absolute hardest, meaning you don't gain as much speed in the air and you don't gain as much speed on the ramps and everything, and it's just much harder to do all the maps. A 128 tick being the absolute easiest, meaning you gain speed rapidly, especially in the air, and it just feels like you're floating between ramps. Like it's just really easy. I personally like 85.3 tick. It is a perfect middle ground. It feels hard enough where you feel like you're actually getting a lot better at surfing, and it's not like it's just a walk in the park, but it's also not 64 tick where it's just hammering you in the head with a watermelon over and over until the point where you just quit, right? You can look at all these servers on your own and find a server that's right for you. I highly recommend tier 1 or 2 if you're brand new to surfing, and an 85.3 tick if you're brand new too, because 85.3 is a great tick rate to surf on. 64 is really hard, but it punishes you for not surfing perfectly. If you want a recommendation for a server, we also have our own servers called Surf Central Station. If you want to get on, type surf, central in the search bar below, just like I just typed here, and it should come up with all of our servers at the very top of the list. And there's going to be more servers than that. Right now we only have a tier 1 and 2, a tier 1, and the tier 1 through 8. So if you want to join any of those, especially if you're brand new to surfing, join the tier 1, get to know some people, get to surfing. We have 1116 current maps and still adding a bunch, but we're getting there, and everything's just getting set up. So like if you need a server and if you want to join something, we have our own. Thanks. If you want to find the tick rate of a server you just joined and it didn't say it in the title of the server, go into your developer's console, which you enable by going to your options, go to game, and then go to it's the 5th option down. It's called enable developer's console. Switch it to yes. Once you do that, hit the tilde key under your escape key in the very top left hand corner of your keyboard. This will bring up the console. Bringing this up, type net_graph space 1. This will bring up all kinds of numbers and gibberish in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Well, the main thing you're looking for is tick. Tick is the tick rate of the server. So if you're wondering what the tick rate is, there it is. And then once you're done looking at that, and you now know that the tick rate is, this one was 85.3, all you have to do is type net_graph space 0, and it disables that and gets it off your screen. So now you know the tick rate of the server you're on. Nice. Now, all the last thing we have to do to get you ready to surf is type in your binds. So a bind is pretty much something you're binding to a key, like a command or something, right? So we're going to set a restart bind and a bonus bind. A restart bind, if you fail or you're in the middle of a run and you want to restart your run, you press this key, which is your bind, and it restarts you back to the starting zone. It's very helpful if you get stuck. Instead of having to type in chat !R or !stuck or something like that to get out, you just press your key and then you continue surfing, right? This is what you want to have. Secondly, there is a bind for bonuses, which makes it so you press the key and you get to choose one of the bonuses on the map if there's bonuses available. If there's no bonuses available, in the chat below in the bottom left, it'll say no bonuses on this map or no bonuses available, something like that. So to set your restart bind, type in bind in your console, space, then the key you want to press, so I use V, space, and then SM_R. This means every time you press V, it'll restart you at the starting zone. The second bind is a bonus bind. Bonuses are bonus stages on maps that you can do that give you extra points and do whatever, right? So bind space C space SM_B is how you bind C, or you can replace C with any key you want to give you the option to go to a bonus map, right? That's about it. I hope this guide helped you join a surf server and find a server that you'd like. Once again, find something on a nice tick rate that's not 64 tick if you're brand new. 64 tick is, you know, it's what all the maps are meant to be surfed on, so it's really hard and it's just rough. So find an 85.3 tick, find a 100 tick, find a 128 tick. I highly recommend 85.3 tick. Once again, I'd recommend finding a tier 1 or a tier 1 and 2 server. We have our own Surf Central station. Just type surf, central into the search bar. It'll search by tags. Our servers will come up. Get on there. I surf on there all the time if you want to talk to me or hang out or do anything. But yeah, just come hang out, come surf. It's a crap ton of fun. It's one of the craziest things, most addicting game modes you can ever get into. You know? Hope I can help you find a server, and have a good day. The next one, we'll be getting into movement and how to move on the ramps. See ya.